When McDonald's brought back the Big Tasty in December 2025, fans noticed something strange. The burger they waited all year for just didn't feel quite as big. This is the story of what changed and why.
This is a McDonald's Big Tasty, arguably one of the best promotional burgers McDonald's ever made. Here in the UK, this burger has somewhat of a cult following and we get very excited when it returns to the menu. And this December was no exception. But when it finally did come back, and with the option of a double Big Tasty, yes, McDonald's is very creative here in the UK, fans noticed something felt, well, a little different. Online forums and social media posts exploded with speculation that the burger had shrunk. And well, it has. Look at the size of this box. It's basically the same size now as a quarter pounder. UK Big Tasty fans have sparked outrage at the shrinkflation of the Big Tasty, and even potential operational changes behind the scenes in McDonald's kitchens that make this burger. So let's take a look behind the scenes at the shrinkflation of the Big Tasty and see if this is a one-off, will it ever come back in its original form, or has McDonald's shrunk it forever? This is the Big Tasty shrinkflation scandal. For context, the Big Tasty is positioned as a premium limited time burger, larger than a standard McDonald's burger, with a signature smoky sauce and more substantial ingredients. But the name itself sets expectations, and that matters. Social media users repeatedly mention that the burger now looks more like a quarter pounder with sauce than the Big Tasty they remember, showing how strong the expectation is. Within days of its return on the 26th of November, fans began posting comparisons and saying that the new Big Tasty looked much smaller than before. On Reddit, users literally compared the new version to a quarter pounder, describing it as basically like a quarter pounder with Big Tasty sauce. Another thread has people saying they were disappointed enough to complain to McDonald's directly. One user writing they wouldn't buy from the chain again because of complete greed and major shrinkflation. These complaints show strong perception of downsizing, even if McDonald's itself hasn't officially confirmed a recipe change. Now, as we know, it's only McDonald's UK that's shrunk the Big Tasty, and you can still get the original Big Tasty, as in the original size, in other countries such as Dubai and Amsterdam. I had one myself in Amsterdam airport not too long ago. So why is the UK shrinking the Big Tasty? That's the question really, and we've looked into two distinct theories as to why this could be. And these theories really have come from looking over sources on the internet, looking at feedback from the recent December drop of the Big Tasty, and speaking to McDonald's workers in actual branches. So the first theory is, number one, price. Now, we all know at the moment that everything in the UK is going up, and that includes fast food. You've only got to go into KFC these days or McDonald's to see just how high prices have risen. And recently, when the Big Arch came out in the UK, there was a lot of criticism about the price. And McDonald's doubling up the Big Tasty in its original format, I almost guarantee would have broken the £10 price barrier. And I think for McDonald's that was possibly a step too far. Now they could have just taken the double option away and left the single one, and maybe that would have been just under £10 as a meal. But I think it's possible they could have said, do you know what, £10 is too expensive, let's cut the size of the burger down. So let's take a bit more of a deep dive into option one, and was it the price that shrunk the Big Tasty? So shrinkflation is when a product keeps the same price but gets smaller, and has been widely discussed across the food industry. Experts point out that many chains, McDonald's included, are doing this to maintain price points whilst costs rise. Reddit users are explicitly calling the new Big Tasty shrinkflation, and Trustpilot reviews also reflect this sentiment. The social data suggests that a price-related motivation is plausible because the perception of customers is that McDonald's is keeping prices high whilst delivering less. But does McDonald's ever confirm shrinkflation? Officially no, McDonald's rarely admits to shrinking item size. In fact, in 2025 they denied changes to burger sizes
in separate context, saying portion sizes had not changed. Now, theory 2 is a little different, and this is relating to the production and the size of the kitchen that makes the Big Tasty. Now, we all know that McDonald's take the promotional items off the menu and rotate them around. And there's various reasons for them doing that. One of them is the space in the McDonald's kitchen isn't big enough to have all those items on all year round. Obviously, the other one is marketing to create a buzz around the product. Now, the Big Tasty used to use a different beef patty and a different size bun. And what is the betting that McDonald's have just said, let's make this simpler, get the production times faster, and take out the additional space in the kitchen that the old one used to use. So theory 2 essentially is they shrunk the Big Tasty to use the same beef patty and the same bun as a quarter pounder and a ton of other burgers that they produce, in the hopes of streamlining the process and bringing the internal cost of making that burger down to also hit the price point, but primarily the kitchen space. So let's have a look into that theory in more detail. There's actual social media evidence supporting the idea that this wasn't just about money. A McDonald's UK branch account, Formby, posted a TikTok showing how the new Big Tasty was being assembled, and fans reacted with outrage, saying it looks no bigger than a normal burger. The reply from staff there said the updated size and build process was intended to help simplify the kitchen procedure, helping to ease the kitchen and provide a better product. That quote, even though it's informal, actually supports the kitchen logistics theory. Many fans even echoed this on Reddit, suggesting changes were made because ingredients and build complexity were hard to manage consistently. The McDonald's official 2025 festive menu announcement confirms the Big Tasty returned with 2 size options, single and double, implying a shift towards offering choice rather than just size. But which theory holds up? This situation taps into a broader trend. Consumers are now hyper aware of value and advertising honesty. And when a product's named big, feels small, well, people notice, and fast. Shrinkflation has become a cultural meme, especially on Reddit and TikTok. Whether McDonald's wanted to hit a price point, manage kitchens better, or both, what's clear is this: customers are talking loudly and publicly. So what's the truth? Price pressure or kitchen logistics? Probably a bit of both, although there's a lot of weight behind the kitchen logistics theory. Multiple members of McDonald's branch teams have confirmed that the burger was shrunk to make the kitchen more efficient and offer a better product. But it's not the same product that we were expecting. The burger isn't the same as it used to be. Now, I don't know if McDonald's will ever bring back the original Big Tasty. We can hope, and we can hope that this was just a change for Christmas in order to bring out the double one. And maybe sometime in 2026 we'll get the original Big Tasty back as it is in other countries. But the truth is, I don't know the answer to that question, and we'll have to wait and see. Now, what are your theories about the Big Tasty? Did you notice the size difference? Do you think it will come back next year? And do you agree with our findings about the kitchen space? It certainly does seem to be the correct theory. But I'll leave you with this thought: when something is branded as big, we expect it to be big, not the same size as a smaller burger. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and if you enjoyed this documentary format, please leave a like on the video and hit that subscribe button and the bell notification if you want to be notified about when we upload. Have a great new year, and we'll see you in 2026.